So the girlies are wearing butter yellow this season, and you are absolutely not escaping it on this channel because yellow happens to be one of my favorite colors, especially for summer. So let's make me something. I'm so looking forward to this project, and I hope it turns out exactly how I think she should, because I already been planning the outfits, guys. I've ordered stuff to make the look come together. I initially bought this chunky yarn because I was going to use it for like a winter piece. However, I think she's going to work really well with what I have in mind today. I also have this. It's kind of still jumbo, but it's not as chunky as this. I feel like this two combination is going to be the key to the texture and sort of like what I have on here to come to life. I really hope it works. Oh, and if you're not subscribed already and this is your first time coming across any of my videos, hi, hello, my name is Promise. You know what to do. Hit that subscribe button, like, share, and comment. And welcome to the family. Let's get started. It's almost 3 o'clock, but I honestly believe in myself, and I think I can make the skirts happen by the end of the day today. I know what I want. I want it to be distressed. I want it to be fun. I want it to be mini. Of course, it's summer, and I just want it to just scream carefree. I was just about to start with a 7mm needle. I just realized that the yarn actually recommends the size you should use, and it's recommended 8, but for the first chi, what I use as my base, I like to make that a bit smaller, just because I feel like when you get started it really stretches out. So I'm going to start with a 7 and then swap my needle when I feel like it is time to make it bigger. I am going to start with 75 cheese. I feel like this will be perfect for around my waist. Let's just see. Usually I wear my skirts quite high, but not this one. I actually want it to fit a lot lower, like you guys saw with the picture reference, and I think this is perfect. I am just going to connect the two. And there you go. We have our first row. If I take this off, you guys can see. I love this part of the project because I just feel like this is where the magic really, begins. One of the main things I have to be careful with this yarn is the tension. I don't want to make it too tight because I do not want to stretch out the yarn. Experiment with your tension, and then you can make a decision for yourself as to how loose or how tight you need it to be. I don't know if you guys noticed the slight difference between the first row and the second row. I've made the tension even more looser on the second row, and I've also gone for 3 instead of 2. So I'm just going to show you guys what I'm doing to get it to be this loose. Because this is quite a chunky yarn, I'm trying to not make it any thicker than it already should be. So I'm going for like patterns and textures and tension, essentially, that is a bit on the looser side so that the skirt has a bit more breathability to it. How is this happening, guys? Look at this. I'm not sure where I did something wrong, but I clearly did something wrong. Oh my god. So I have to undo all of this so I can tell where I've messed it up. Oh, this is actually painful. The problem is here. I guess it is after the first row was completed. This is not looking good. Where is the yarn gone? This is not the time to play hide and seek, my love. Straight-ish. I think that's it. I still think I'll be able to finish this project by the end of day today, so I'm not gonna be dwelling on any failure or mistakes. It's not a failure yet, we just started. So there is now like a tiny little gap. I don't know if you guys can see it, but I think I'll take this over having to start the skirt all over again. So now I'm back to the second row again. This is what we have so far. Guys, I am absolutely loving it. She is exactly what I have in mind, and I have no complaint whatsoever. And yes, I am going to continue ignoring this part of the skirts because, yeah, that's traumatizing. We're not going to talk about her right now. I still have quite a bit of this yarn left. I was actually thinking that I wouldn't get much out of it because they're quite big, but I am getting much out of it. I had planned to do one of this yarn or a few rows with this yarn and then jump in with this one. However, I'm absolutely loving the texture that this is giving. So I'm going to see how far I can create with this one ball of yarn, and then see if I actually do need to include this yarn at all in the whole making of the skirts, because right now it's looking like this might get the job done. At this point it's kind of repetitive. There's nothing new that we're doing. I'm sticking to the same stitch pattern. However, actually I am going to move on from a 7 point, hope you guys can see, from a 7mm to an 8mm, just because I'm kind of getting to the hip area and I'm hoping that this gives me a bit more volume, should I say. I'm not exactly sure how mini I want this to be, but if this is your first time here, I love me a mini skirt, and when I say I'm making something mini, I really mean I'm making something mini. So we're gonna be trying her on when it's tryable, because right now she's just a string. Just gonna keep doing this till we get our desired length. This is the fastest I've ever worked on the project in forever. I believe we started at 3. It's just coming up to 5:30. It's not even 5:30 yet. I still have quite a lot of yarn left from this one ball of yarn. I'm very impressed with this yarn. This is the first time I'm using it. I am super impressed, and we've done this much. I can see the outfit. When I tell you guys, down to the shoes, the jewelries has all been decided. You don't understand. I feel like the length is going to be perfect. I can just tell. I'm not going to try it on right now because I still want to try and add this yarn, because I had a vision in mind. I want to see if it was possible, or if it's possible, or if it's a good idea. I think at the moment it's not even 6 o'clock yet, so I still have time to play around with things. I'm going to start this yarn just at the bottom to add some kind of like difference in texture and see how she turns out. I'm gonna add it separately, so that way if I'm not happy with it, I can just remove it and this never happened. This is not what I have in mind, so I would try that again. I'm trying different techniques to see if I can actually make this work. Let's try this again, one more time. If it doesn't work this time around, I'm just gonna leave it, because it clearly means it's not meant to, you know? What do you think? I think it adds something. Maybe I need to make it less textured. Like I need to ease in on the tension, or am I lying to myself? I'm gonna do a whole row and we'll come back and see if it actually makes a difference or not. If it doesn't make a difference, then there's no need, because there's no point wasting time. we have our first try on. I am so glad I decided to test this out. It added a different texture, but at the same time, it works really, really well. I'm kind of now thinking I want it a bit more of it, just that cable design. And I'm gonna do some on the top as well. This is gonna be a brilliant way for me to hide this blunder that happens in the beginning. Again, if it doesn't work, I just have to unravel it. And you know, none of this happened. So there's really no reason not to take the risk, because this is absolutely gorgeous. I'm so here for it. But if I can get it more volume to be more of the main character, that would be even better. This is what she looks like with 2 layers at the bottom. And guys, if I'm being honest, I think I prefer it with just the 1 layer. So I'm going to actually unravel this and add 1 more on the top half here. There's something about the 2 layer that I'm not a fan of. Let me know in the comment section if you preferred it with the 1 or with the 2 layers. It is currently 7:53, so just almost 8 o'clock. I've stopped like twice to have lunch and dinner and do other stuff. And guys, I think we are done. This is like the fastest project I've worked on in forever. I'm so happy with it. I feel like it's spring, summer enough just because it's a mini, and I can also wear it in the winter, which I am really, really looking forward to. I'm going to sleep on it just because I want to see if there's anything else I want to add or remove. I don't think I'm going to be removing anything, but I'm thinking about beading and adding some little beads just to add a bit of razzle dazzle to the whole look. But I kind of feel like she doesn't need anything else. Like, I feel like she's exactly fine the way she should be. We're gonna be doing so many more fun projects on this channel, so I do not want you to miss out. Hit the subscribe button, let me know what you think of this project, and the next time you see this, she will be styled and ready to hit the streets. Still, I'm absolutely feeling her. She looks so good. I don't know what I was expecting. I just wasn't expecting to be this happy, but then it makes sense because yellow is your happy color. So if you're feeling a little bit of a slump at the moment, go put on something yellow and thank me later. If you made it this far and you're not subscribed, please make sure to hit that subscribe button, like, share, comment. You know the deal. Join in the family. I would like to have you on board. We're gonna be having so much fun moving forward. It's always a vibe around here. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching to this point. I'll see you guys in my next video. Love you guys loads. Mwah. Bye bye.